Welcome to my channel about embedded systems, vision technique and robotics. If you're new to my channel or haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe via the thumbnail on the bottom right corner. As you can see, this video is focused on my Raspberry Pi 1 combined with the Raspberry Pi camera, which I probably won't use in this video, but this is the third video which focuses on the use of C# on the Raspberry Pi. And last time I ran into a problem with some software versions which prevented me to use the GPIO. So if I get that correct or corrected, I may be able to use this vision technique LED via this breadboard. So then I connect this flat cable to these wires and have some nice electronics controlling. But first I have to solve that software problem, and for that I switch now to screencast. As I said, screencast. On top the virtual network computing, which means that this is actually on the Raspberry Pi. This is once again Minicom serial terminal connection and the camera. And it's a bit out of focus. The camera is not out of focus. Slightly better, I think. And here one terminal which shows that I am running the software from the file server, and once again I had to create a file server mount in order to get there. Still a mystery why I should do that, but anyway, it's done and it works out. Also the fritzing showing Raspberry Pi obviously, and then from GPIO 24 to the LED, but as you can see here, it's not yet connected physically. So the physical connection would be something like this, and then it should work. This power connection I will leave out because it's so far no use yet. And I probably will have to put a resistor in between, but we'll see about that. First though, I have to go here and see why things will run or won't run. So run with mono and then expecting something problematic. This I did not expect. I expected something along the line of not having software installed, but that will be in a different view, not visual design. Yeah. Packages, add packages, and this one. This I have to solve, and then I can solve this. After searching for more than an hour after the error, so the error says something about not applicable to 4.5. and 4.5 is installed, and then some comment on the same error I get, just with a different package, says that 4.5 is not 4.51 or 2 or 6. So then another post says, okay, find out for which package it is intended, and that turns out to be 4.6 or higher. So this needs to be 6. which means that I have to look which packages are available, and that is 5. And when I look for something for 0.5 or something, it's not installed. So, for instance, I say 4.6 comes out empty. 4.5 empty. 4 and this is .NET. And if I look for framework, because this is a framework, it comes with quite different results, which have actually nothing to do with .NET. So, back to .NET. What to do about this? I'm still unsure, but they say change the project file. But I doubt that is the solution. So I have to look further. And when this is installed, when this is solved, I have to solve it as well on the Raspberry Pi, because this is still my laptop. Okay, so more than an hour further, and I still haven't found a feasible solution. First of all, there are more than one package to install to access the RaspberryPi GPIO, which I want to do. However, it is now 2021, and a lot of packages are quite old. I want to use a recent one, because they are because a recent one is more equipped for a recent version. And this is the project file, and it showed 4.5, which I showed you in the here in the message. And one of the errors was, or one of the solutions was, change it in the project file. So I changed it first to 4.6. No solution. Reset the whole thing, no solution. Then change to 5.0, no solution. Then, apart from this, I thought, okay, I have installed unosquare.raspberrypi.io, and to my surprise, it's not installed because it's red, and anything that's red is not installed. So system device dot whatever is not present because device is not in the list. This is not working either. And I've installed the very latest version of everything. So let me quit this one. And this is everything which I removed and installed again, which is the latest version, which should be working. So what have I gained? Well, apparently nothing, because it's simply not functional. If I remove this one, what do I get? Build or build and run. Well, run with. And well, it's kind of functional. So that's good. Go to Pi Desktop. Not graphical, that's a different one. That's a nice one. So I have to use a very different version. Nice to see. Yes, I started all over. I have to retake that one. And another attempt to install unosquare raspberrypi.io, and it shows that this is for .NET Core, which raised the alarm because this is not .NET Core anymore. Core is older, so what happens? this 4.5, and what do I have here? 5.0. So I think this package indeed will not work. But System Device GPIO is supposed to work from anything higher than 4.6, 4.5, 4.6 and higher. So that raises the question, why is that error coming? I really cannot tell. So unless I have solved that one, and I hoped I had solved that one by reinstalling anything, but that certainly doesn't work out. And let me rename this. Not graphical, or just Raspberry Pi 1. Oh, need to use it externally. Yeah, I don't care. Raspberry Pi 1. Run. It won't run, I think. Yeah, because of this. So that's not going to work out. I have to get these out, get a lot of other things out, unfortunately. Run, build, and it has errors. So the only thing that works right now is this one. And I remember, I still have the question why this is happening. Seemed like a nice idea to have mono on the Raspberry Pi, but since I can't use mono develop on Raspberry Pi itself, this is a tricky situation. And for now, a last note on the packages. Reading this text, I find .NET Core, Core OS. Well, Core OS is Windows, but .NET Core is a previous version of .NET. And further searching the internet shows that there is indeed a problem with systemsdevice.gpio being very much working with .NET Core, not with Mono 5 or .NET 5 point whatever. Same goes for Unisquare, it's for .NET Core. So these are all old packages which will not work unless they fix it, and I'm not a software engineer, unless they fix it to work with 5.0 and higher, or 4.5, whatever. So knowing that the Raspberry Pi is rather old by now, I mean there is a Raspberry Pi 4 which is also from last year again. I think that this is worth waiting, worth trying, but not yet working. And unfortunately, I'm afraid it won't. Well, not with GPIO anyway. So, what's a Raspberry Pi without a working GPIO? Nice question, I don't know. And looking at this thing, well, this is all the fun. This is what it is about, in my case anyway. The camera won't work yet. Well, not with Mono anyway. Will I go on? Future will tell. And well, the risks are with well, a cross-platform software thing as Mono or .NET anyway. With different versions you run into stuff like this, and they say that they are going to fix it, but I have yet to see it. So it's not the end, not for this project anyway. And why can't I use C# when I can use Python and I can use C? So it should be possible. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment or suggestion, click the bell for notifications. You can also follow me via Twitter and Instagram. And please support by either donating via PayPal or via Ko-fi.com or by becoming a patron for even as little as $2 or €2 a month. Visit my Patreon page, see the info under this video or in the next short segment. Well, this is probably going to be continued then. For now, stay safe, have a great day, take care, bye.